You ready to hang out? So, update real quick. My little basket buddy thing, divider, it just got delivered. So we're gonna open it. Okay? You ready? You ready to get into this? Let's see. So, okay. Also, I told y'all already when I had sent a message to the seller like, hey, I love this product, but it's like not gonna work for how I want to use it. And she was like, yeah, I could change it, whatever you want. She messaged me later that day and was like, oh, I misprinted it, so I had to print it again. So I'm gonna send you 2. I was like, girl, these aren't even fully customized. Like, you could have sold it for real. But there should be 2 in here. Oh, I got these. Let's get into these. Oh, that's cute. She has like what is this? I don't know what this is. Oh, is this like a business card? A 3D printed. Oh, it's a little fidget. It's a business card, but it's a fidget. That's smart. Oh my God. I wonder if she like sells these. You see, let me come closer so you can see. Let me come in. Hold on. Come here. You ready? Okay, here's so it's dual-sided. You got the blue side. And then, it spins like that. Okay, so this is from TMP 3D Creations. Can you see the QR code? I wonder if you could scan it from right there. This would be really cute to have as like if you're at a conference or something, connecting with people. I would definitely give these out. I'm gonna see if she sells these. But let's get back to this package. Ugh. Okay. This floor is kind of on like a tilt. So, what else is in here? Okay, there are 3 little parcels in here. TBR tally. Okay, so this is how the numbers are kept. Shoot, I should just stay by the camera. Hold on, let me just come up. Let's just stay up on top of each other right now. So this holds the numbers. And then I guess these are the counters. Okay. She misunderstood what I wanted. No, I'm bummed. Cause this isn't what I meant. This is not what I wanted. Oh my God. Ah. I mean, it's cute. It's just not what I want. So this was the misprint. It's matte. And then this is how I ordered it. That has the, like a starry finish, a holographic finish. Can you see the difference? But this is not what I wanted. So the way that it looked in the picture, it comes like this. And I wanted her to make it like this. Like effectively, like this is the product. But I think what I'm gonna end up doing is like going to Michael's and getting some like plexiglass and then just gluing this to the top of plexiglass and just making it myself. We're gonna make this work because I already spent the money to have this. So I'm gonna use it, right? And then maybe I'll put this in, but I don't have additional numbers. So I can't really put it in a giveaway if I don't have numbers it's not a full set. How do y'all think I should use this extra one? We'll find time to go to Michael's probably like tomorrow or something so that we could get this done in one video and experience it at one time and see if we can work that out. But I'm wondering, how should we use this extra one? Oh man, I was so excited. It's okay. This is not whatchamacallit. I don't know what word I'm looking for, but it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. We gonna make it work. It's still like I like how she made it. I think this is a really good print. It's just, you gamble when you when you fully customize something that is it exists as one version, and then you're trying to create a new version. So I knew it was a shot in the dark, but Shorty seemed like she understood what I was saying, and I double checked to be like, hey, I just want to be clear, because I've had an issue before on Etsy with something like it was just completely wrong, and it was like, this ain't none of what I said. This ain't none of what I said. But Etsy gave me my money back. Or no, different person. This one was with my jersey. And I was like, hey, can you do it like this? And then they sent me the mock-up design. And I was like, that's not at all. That is not at all what I asked for. And they were like, well, it already went to print. And I was like, well, your misunderstanding is not on me. That's not my problem, okay? That's a personal problem for you. So what are you going to do to fix the thing that I paid for? And I specifically, I gave such specific directions. And it wasn't a new product that they were creating. I was just filling in the prompts that they have. You have to copy and paste and add your details in Etsy. So I was just filling out the prompts. And they completely misunderstood what I said. I was just like, you going to do this again. And don't send me the one that you messed up, because that ain't my name. But today this morning we had our audiobook walk with book club. That was so much fun. I'm going to insert some clips so that you can enjoy book club with us. I had such a good time today. I always have a great time with book club. And I especially love when new people come to book club, right? Like, you've never been before and you're taking a shot, right? You're like, I'm gonna risk it all. I don't know nobody. I'm gonna just show up. And then G in the Stacks, she's on Instagram. I'll drop her information here because it looks like I have space for here. G drove up to come join us. And so it was really fun to have her and meet her in person. It's always just I don't know, I feel like I experience cognitive dissonance sometimes when I meet people from online in real life, and it's just like, whoa, you're a 3D person. And I know that sounds wild, because I can only imagine how people experience me, especially because when you have people who are talking to people online in this manner, you develop a parasocial relationship, which I am absolutely a fan of. I have parasocial relationships with everyone, right? But then when you meet them in person, it's like, I'm so used to you on my phone, my laptop, my computer, my iPad. Why are you on legs in front of me? This is weird. Go back in my phone. But it was fun. It was great to meet her. And I appreciate the support. But that was fun. For the audiobook walk, I started The Heirs by Farida. I feel like I don't know her name. The author of Ace of Spades and one of my absolute favorite books, Where Sleeping Girls Lie. She has a new drop. They, I don't know the author's pronouns, but that author recently released a new book called The Heirs. And it's effectively maybe it's a love letter to gifted and talented children. The dedication is this book is dedicated to gifted and talented children experiencing burnout, who are adults now navigating burnout. And I'm like, so I was one of those kids that was in the gifted and talented class, we were in the O1 course, right? So it's 1, 2, and 3. And then as an adult, and especially as an educator, I now realize how problematic that grouping was and whatever. Look, I was in that program, right? I was in that subset of children. And, you know, I don't necessarily want to say that I'm experiencing burnout currently, but I do struggle with perfectionism and overthinking, and that is directly as a result of, being expected to be high achieving. And there was a point where I just like detached and just opted to be mediocre for a while. Because it was a lot. And I guess I burnt out years ago, so I'm not an active adult experiencing burnout because I did it in college. I got that out the way a long time ago. But this one is another mystery, and it's centered around the fact that I guess it's a murder mystery. It's a murder mystery. And I'm going to leave it at that because anything else that I say is just going to be a spoiler. I finished it. I didn't finish it on the walk, but I finished it before I went to go check the mail. And I really enjoyed it. It's so far, did I like it better than Ace of Spades? I might have liked it the same amount as Ace of Spades. So right now for the catalog that I've read, I don't know if she has more than 3 books, but if she only has 3 books, then I've read all her books. And the way that I would rank them as it stands right now is number 1 is Where Sleeping Girls Lie. And then I think I would tie Ace of Spades and The Heirs for second. I don't have strong feelings about one of them over the other. I enjoy both very much, and they both explore, pretty challenging themes that our youth are currently tackling and then adults are working through right now, and they were dealing with as youth themselves. So I super appreciate that. What I didn't realize until finishing this particular book was how young this author is. Like in the author's note, they mentioned that they started writing Ace of Spades in college, but I can't remember if it was like, or it wasn't clear if it was started in college or if it was finished and published in college. But either way, the cookie crumbles. You were 19 years old when you wrote that book? Am I a slacker? You think you better than me? Like 19, Ace of Spades. That was a hit to just like drop that. I didn't know that this author was a prodigy like that. Like now I'm actively watching you. No pressure. No, seriously, no pressure. If you never read another book again, that's cool. I don't like telling people what to do, and I don't like people feeling oddly pressured for things that like should be a choice and that they should love and should be a passion. But I'm watching you. Should you decide to continue releasing, I didn't know I was sleeping on you like that. Like my bad, friend. But go ahead and read that book. It was enjoyable. It was a who done it, but then it became like a wait, who done it? And it was a good time because at every single part that was revealed, I didn't see it coming. I was like, oh, I think I know what's going on. I'm following you. You get breadcrumbs, right? And then every plot twist was a true plot. I was like, oh, because it makes you feel suspicious of everyone. And I think that the storyline just did a really great job rousing suspicion and making you feel like the energy that was within that particular setting and the chaotic energy and curiosity and suspicion that everyone in that party had. You feel it as a reader because you're in the thoughts. It's a multi point of view, right? So how many of them is it? I think it's like 4 or 6 kids, 5 kids. I forget. I was losing count. But it's a handful of children and the father's secretary. So you get the story through each of their points of view, and so you're constantly moving through all of the button kids. Just looking at each other and looking at the people around them and exploring their motives, exploring, what drives them personally and like in the eyes of their father, and how complicated loving an abusive parent is, because even though your parent is abusive and you never measure up, you still love them, you still care for them, you still want them to be proud of you, you still seek their validation. And I feel like I don't really read too many stories where we're exploring a complex father relationship. I mostly read like mother-daughter relationships, but this was like father everyone else. And I would definitely say that like if you watched and enjoyed The Umbrella Academy, minus like the superpowers, if you just replace that with like normal stuff like music prodigy, Olympian, mathematician, and chess prodigy, if you just like, okay, maybe it's a blend of like Umbrella Academy and the Queen of Spades. The Queen of Spades. What's the one where she was playing chess and she was whipping their ass? If you mix that one with Umbrella Academy, I feel like you get the heirs. I think it's a blend of those. So if that is where your interest lies, definitely pick that book up. It's YA, but it's going up. So right now I started another audiobook by Farrah Roshan. Is that her name? Am I making that up? Let me just get my phone. Where's my phone? Oh my God, that is her name. Okay, so I started this audiobook called Stay With Me Forever by Farrah Roshan. It's, how far am I? I didn't even get that far into it. I listened to 31 minutes. And so far, it sounds like it might be a second chance romance. You know I don't read the descriptions. And Gauthier, love isn't just found, it's forever. Paxton Jones returned to her Louisiana hometown for one reason: to buy her mother the bar she's tended for 20 years and turn it into the dream they both wanted. What she didn't plan on was working alongside Sawyer Robinson, the state civil engineer assigned to her Levy protection project, and the untouchable golden boy she crushed on throughout high school. Sawyer came back to Gautier to rebuild his life and start fresh, not to rehash ancient history. But the sharp, successful woman who once watched him from the sidelines is impossible to ignore now. Oh, especially when she's challenging his engineering decisions and making him question everything he thought he knew about ambition, belonging, and what he really wants. Between clashing over flood control systems and stolen moments that feel dangerously close to those teenage dreams, Paxton and Sawyer must figure out if some connections are worth the wait. Okay, that's cute. In Gautier, where the past and present meet on the banks of the bayou, they'll have to decide if this time they're brave enough to stay with each other forever. This time? I was under the impression they didn't get together based on that synopsis. I don't know. So it might be second chance. It might be like spin the block second chance, or later in life second chance. I do differentiate between the different kinds of second chances because I do think it makes a difference if it's like a love that you had and lost versus a love that you yearned for and gained. Those are two different types of second chance. So we'll figure out which of the two this one is. It says it's supposed to be, let me see. It's 5 hours and 8 minutes, which means it should take me about 2 hours and 40 minutes to finish. And I'm 30 minutes in, so I have about 2 hours and 10 minutes left. Girl math. Bookish girl math. That made sense, didn't it? That's the only time I can do math. But I'll finish listening to that, and then we can chat about that. And then I'll probably come back tomorrow, and we'll talk about that book. But while we go to Michael's and figure out this basket situation, I don't have any other updates. So that's why I was just like, we'll wrap today with the book club and the heirs and what book I'm about to get into. And then we desperately need to run errands tomorrow. So that's what we're going to do. I ended up getting that piece of plexiglass from Michael's. It was the last one that they had. And I guess I'll have to figure out how to cut it so that it's not so big. That's a problem for another time, another version of myself. And then I also got this. I should have bought a book inside with me because I was like, oh, can this fit a book inside of it? Because I've been wanting a little book pouch for like when I have books in my bag. This don't fit. Dang, I just wasted my... Okay, I'm going to return this because I don't actually want this. It don't fit no book. I don't know why. What book I thought was this size? I have no idea. But this won't work. So I'm going to take it back. But I ended up getting those mushroom bookmarks. I thought that was really cute. Do they work? I don't know, but I thought they were cute. And they were $1. And then what you didn't see that I got was this cute little book club rubber ducky situation. My friend Robin had told me about these a while ago. But this is the first time I've been to Michael's since she texted me about these rubber ducks. And this was the only one that they had. So, it's just a little too late, like JoJo said. And since we're in this parking lot, we're going to go ahead and go to this Barnes & Noble just to see what they got. We're not buying nothing. We're just going to browse the shelves and see what new releases they have so that we can compare it with what's available on Libby or just at the library in general. So let's get back out this car and go to the B&N. All right, so official update, we spent $0 at the Barnes & Noble, which is very easy for me to do because if I do want to buy something from Barnes & Noble, I only do it on book club days because when we have book club meetings, the days that we have book club meetings, we get a little coupon. So we could take a percentage off our purchase. So we get a coupon at the cafe and at the register. So I usually just wait so that I could take full advantage of that coupon because what we're not going to do is pay full price for things we don't need to pay full price for, okay? One of the books that I saw looked so interesting, so I'm going to try to see if I can get my hands on it for Summerween. If not, if the library doesn't have it, I'm going to buy this one next week. But it was Our Sister's Keeper by Jasmine Holmes. It's a horror, and it's like am I remembering this correctly? I think I added it because it was like historical fiction horror, which I'm really, really loving right now after having read I'll Watch Your Baby by Nina Vale. I don't know how you say her name, but I'm definitely in a historical fiction horror mood, and we can do that for Summerween. What did I say? It's called Our Sister's Keeper. So I'm about to go to the on the library website and see. Look, see, I got that app on my phone. Our Sister's Keeper. See if they have that book. Oh, nope. Okay, let me check Libby. Our Sister's Keeper. It's available. Hold on. It's available as an audiobook. Borrow. And I'm going to put a hold on the Kindle. 6 weeks. Y'all got to chill. Y'all got to chill. I'm third in line. But at the bare minimum, I'll listen to it. Yeah, let me read the description to you. It says, Mississippi, 1927, the grown-ins will come in. No town is perfect, but East Cobb comes close. It's a wealthy, all-black, free town. Come on. Untouched by white oppression, where ambitious Thea Elliott and her husband plan to make good on their big dreams. Little do they know that the idyllic town teems with ghoulish walking nightmares that only the women can see. Ooh. Mara knows the grown-ins well. She is one of the carriers, women with the ability to pull traumatic memories from men. Populated by men entirely freed of their pain, East Cobb has flourished, even as the remnants of their memories haunt the town's women. When an unexpected death drives Mara to discover more about her own power, Thea's and Mara's worlds collide. The sisters must confront the rotten core at the heart of East Cobb's prosperity and choose what and who will survive the reckoning. A gripping blend of historical fiction and Southern Gothic psychological horror. Yes! Our Sister's Keeper is a fierce exploration of Black sisterhood, rage, and resistance. I'm reading this expeditiously, as T.I. would say, okay? Like, this sounds good. G-O-O-D-T. Good. Okay. Oh, that sounds right up my alley. When was this published? It had to have been published just now if the library don't have it. June 9th. It was published June 9th. Yeah, I'm getting that. This was not on my radar, and I'm a little upset because I love me. This is right up my alley. That's what I'm saying. So I'm gonna go get some coffee, I think. Because part of me feels like I'm fading. So I'm going to get some coffee. We're going to finish this book. Remember, I was confused as to, like, is it a second chance or is it like a spin the block? It's a little bit of both, because they misunderstood each other, and there's a whole lot of, like, miscommunication, awkward timing. You don't see me, you don't understand me, but I see you and I know who you are. Like, it's a whole lot of that. It's a lot of yearning, but, like, not like you know how sometimes yearning is like you have to put a trigger warning on it because it's like, oh, it's so slow. This one is a slow burn, but it's not. It has some lighter fluid on it. Okay, so they already did the deed before we entered this story. So it's not a slow burn in the fact of, like, oh, will they, won't they? It's like, it is will they, won't they? But it's like, are you going to get your shit together? Or what's going on? So this is a cute little story. I'm excited to finish it. We have about, like, I think we're like 50% of the way through it. So we'll talk about that when we wrap it up. And then, look, one thing I want to say is these authors, they think they're getting clever. That one book, you know, I'm going to pick up any book. I'm going to pick up any book that got a black girl on the cover. You put a black girl on it, but you know what? I double check. I always double check if it's an author I'm unfamiliar with. I'm like, oh, let me see if they got a picture in the back. If they don't have a picture in the back, I'm Googling, because y'all be playing games. That was a white lady. I almost took a picture of that book. You almost got me, Suzanne. Katie, I don't know her name. It's in the video. It's in the video. But she almost got me. But you gotta be faster than that. Right. You know. And so he don't. When was it? 1995. Oh, 1995.
But maybe they.
My vlogging era now. Very clearly and visible, but like it's also 2026.
Right. Remember that Virginia.
I just finished. Okay, so we're currently in Potbelly because we got stuck in the rain. It just started coming down. But before it started raining, I was able to finish The Queer Girl Is Going to Be Okay. This was one of my Pride Month library picks by Dale Walls. And I just thought this was a really emotional coming of age story. And I was telling my friend that I'm reading with today that this is the first time I've read a story from the perspective of a transgender teen, right? Like, I am not a trans identified person, so I don't know what that experience is. And these are all people navigating youth and queerness, and they're in Texas. So all of the things that come with that, along with this message of these things are temporary. There's more to life outside of high school, outside of your family, outside of this small town. There's so much more. And how expansive the queer identity is, just down to what is queer love. Queer love is separate from other love because it is its own thing. And this book just does a really beautiful job painting that portrait. I enjoyed this. It's YA. I think this is definitely something I would recommend. There were a few moments where I got a bit choked up. I was like, I might have to shed a thug tear, but I'm glad I read this one. Shout out to the library for having this on display because this never would have came into my lexicon if I wasn't checking out their displays and they weren't curating books. So got this from the Charles Beatley branch here in Alexandria off of their display. And this was a good display pick. I also finished the book that we were talking about by Farrah Roshan. What is it? Forever Is Now. Hold on, let me pull up the book name. Stay With Me Forever. That's the title of the book. So I finished Stay With Me Forever. We did talk about that. Let me just tell you, there was a part where I was getting a little bit worried because the mom was acting suspicious towards their relationship, oh, how serious is this relationship? And because there were so many, there was a few little details dropped about the fact that the mom had a teenage pregnancy, and our female main character was raised not knowing her father, and the town rejected her mom and herself really because of this teen pregnancy, because her father was from the other side of the tracks, right? Her mom was poor or lived in an impoverished area, and whoever she procreated with came from means, and our male main character comes from means. So the suspicious activity between mom and daughter, I was like, are we about to get a reveal that these people are related? Are you fucking your brother? Is that where we're going? But we didn't go there. So that wasn't a spoiler alert. I just was getting worried when I was listening to that book because I didn't know where we were going with that. And I'm glad we didn't go there. Anyways, while we're in this Potbelly, I thought it was really cute that they have, I never came inside Potbelly. I just go to the register. But they have this cute little free library in the store. I say nothing that I want. But, if you live in Alexandria and you want to check out this free little library, there's a couple of books here. I might bring some books to put on the shelf since I do have a ton to let go of. Now that I know it's here, I'll walk some down, but that was a fun discovery. But we've closed out every single book. Oh, wait, before we go, I wanted to mention that it dawned on me when I was, we talked about Wade in the Water by Nayani Nkrumah, right? The one with Ella, the young black girl, and the older white woman. It didn't dawn on me that the woman who wrote, sings Wade in the Water, who's known to have, scored that, her name is Ella. So this young black girl was named after the song, right? So the book is called Wade in the Water, the singer is Ella, and this young black girl, female main character, her name is Ella. And I love when authors do smart things like that. So I just wanted to shout that out. Anyways, we're officially going to wrap up this specific little mini vlog, even though it's probably really, really long. But we'll catch up again next time with the rest of the books I'm about to read in just a few days. And, you know, as always, if you enjoyed anything about this very random video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. But before you go, you know what you have to do, right? You have to complete my heart. So, you just gotta get used to it. You gotta learn the lingo, do the thing, and automatically do it, okay? So just put your hand like this, turn it to the side, and we're gonna connect. Good job. I love you, friend. Okay, until next time. Love you. Bye.